Okay, so this video is going to be made after actually I made another video that got taken down for hate speech. And yeah, that's just it's completely ridiculous. But I'm not going to appeal it, let it go, whatever. But yeah, so this video is our worth, okay? More particularly um our worth like as men, because the reality of it in the world is on a worldly level, as a man, you can always, no matter, I don't care how old you are, I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. You as a man can always go out there and rebuild yourself. You see, like, because it goes back to the core of of what men are wanted for in the world. Men are wanted for their ability to make, for their ability to, spread resources. That's what men are wanted for. I don't care if you're 19, 20. Maybe your route can be college. Maybe your route can be, starting your own business. Maybe your route can be work your way up in a business. But see, as a man, you can always, no matter, I don't care if you 400 pounds, you 120 pounds, you got a body build, you go to the gym every day, or you eat chili cheese dogs every day, or you're a stone cold alcoholic. As a man, as long as you can produce resources, you see what I'm saying? And maybe not even directly in financial resources. It could be intelligence resources. Like maybe you don't make a lot of money, but you know how to build your own shit and make your own shit. Which there's financial value. I mean, if you do the math on it, you can always explain how much because we use dollars and euro, dollar, pounds, that form of currency. You can apply it to that form of currency, see how much this is actually worth. Like for instance, if a man is a mechanic and he just work on his own car, he can pretty much equate, the work he put into his car to an actual value status symbol, which is, dollars or euros or pounds or wherever you live, and what currency you're using. Now, see, the big difference is that females are primarily valued because of what they look like, how they're initially acting, are they having sex, and a little bit of general intelligence. Just as long as, I mean, okay, this is the inevitable imbalance between the two genders, because I've stated in a previous video. Let's say like a 17-year-old man is just like is one of the most worthless things on the planet. It's just in the dating market, that's just what it is, because he has no he has no I mean, very few have like genuine worldly intelligence to build things or make things that's worth any real value. Definitely doesn't have any job experience, work experience, no potential for money at this age because he doesn't have any college education, or he doesn't have any real world work experience to have that wisdom that comes with the real world. He hasn't, so he's pretty much the most worthless thing on the planet. Whereas a woman is pretty much the most highest natural thing on the planet, the most highest worth natural thing, because and this is where women really get things confused with the whole feminism thing and equality and blah blah blah. You see, a woman is wanted simply because she's a woman. You see, like, simply because she comes in a room and just sits down and she's woman. As long as she just sits down, she's not hurt, she's not burning the place down. Or, like, literally all the woman has to do is walk in the room, sit the fuck down, and smile. And somebody wants that. You see what I'm saying? Whereas like a man who's 17, he walks in the room, sit the fucks down and smiles. Well, you gonna do something? You see what I'm saying? See, these are the differences. Now, and like I said, I feel sorry for women. I feel sorry for the gender. I really do, on a whole, honestly, because if I had to choose, I would never ever choose to be a woman, because yeah, in those ages, they can just, I mean, fat, ugly women, gross women, smelly women. I don't care what it is. They are still like somebody wants them. They may not be open about it, wanting, if she's like fat and gross and dresses like shit. If she looks like that, then they probably not gonna hit on her out in public, but they'll try to hit her on the side, when nobody's looking. And the only reason they're really getting a lot of that is because their age. Now, let's say, for instance, like now, okay, back to where I was headed before. Yeah, like women do get that at between the ages of, let's say, roughly 15 to 24. They'll get that, and it's like it's just a natural entitlement. And see, and then this is where there's another area where women really don't understand shit. Like they don't understand that natural entitlement to being able to legitimately sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, and somebody still wants them, and then how that equates in the real world with real shit. You see what I'm saying? And like that's inevitably why everybody thinks feminism is a complete joke at the core. But after those ages, like the quality in man that they can get anymore. And I'm counting just a single woman with no kids. The quality in man who's really gonna like try to stay around her any longer than a week, a day, a night, a week. It fucking just spirals down, and they never ever get back to what they were when they were 20. They can never get back there, and they spend the rest of their lives just like secretly hoping for that one last hit to get that Prince Charming to come get her. And this time she'll just be perfect for them. You see what I'm saying? They spend the rest of their lives on that shit, man. And it's really like a woman's life cycle is really sad. It really is. But now see, and the difference what I'm trying to get at is with men. See, ours is a much slower growth. Now, granted, some men never really mentally get to that level to be able to see that, yeah, I can like I can really, I'm really like the master of my shit. A lot of men never really get to that awareness. But for those who do, like life pretty much ends up a big joke, you know. I won't say a complete joke, but I think life is a joke. But it becomes like life. It becomes much easier. I'll say that. You can, like, as a man, you can always go out there and just rebuild. I don't care if you got divorced and you had 3 kids and a $2 million home, and you got divorced and your ex-wife took 70% of everything you had. You can always go out there and rebuild and do better than what you had before. Women don't do that. Women can't do that. Very rarely do they genuinely do better all the way around. Now, some women are good at finding men and divorcing men, and then and they'll do it 3, 4, 5 times and take most of what he has. I ran across such a woman, and she figured she was gonna pull that on me, and I had that planned out from the start. So by the time we split up, she could, like, if anything, she would have had to pay me. But it's a long story. It's kind of a long story into that, to how that happened. But yeah, in my for example, my ex wife was like that. Like if you look at her history with all the men that she ever messed with, okay, she like it's the same theory. Like, especially after 25. After 25, all they're gonna fuck with is men who they think that they can get some money out of. You see what I'm saying? Like, and who can better their life. And if you look at all the men they fucked with, and I guarantee you that's gonna be a constant trait, especially after 25. If she's at least halfway decent looking, that's what it is. Because like I said, some women can get good at marrying a guy and then divorce raping him and then taking, all his shit. And even for the women who do that, they those women never they it's all fake. It's okay. To a woman, it's about equal as putting on makeup. Like, everybody knows, bitch, you old. Everybody knows you fucked up. But we'll just keep fake smiling and pretend that yeah, everything's good. Yeah, you still got it at 42. You still got it at 37. You still got it, girl. No, you don't. Everybody know everybody knows that they're fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Like, if pretty much after a woman, I say at max, after a woman hits 35 at max, I'd personally say 28, 29. Once they pass up those ages and they not sitting down somewhere with kids and a husband, they are just those are the defect women. If they're not sitting down with children and a husband in the dating market, those are defect women. Don't keep them around too long. Just just those are just those are the equivalent of what I've stated previously. The 17-year-old boy who comes in the room. There's no use for them. You see what I'm saying? They're just they're the worst part of their life. And but the difference is a man's life can get better after 17 if he just works on himself. See, like no matter how much work a woman puts on herself, it's going to degrade. You see what I'm saying? Like she is going to degrade. There's nothing she can do unless she fucking dies at 25. She's going to degrade. There is no up out of this. See, and then another topic I want to touch on real briefly is females learn these things at young ages. Men don't. Men little boys go outside and run trucks into the wall and break shit and then end up 19, and we have no social manipulation skills compared to women. And see, the thing is, like, see, women instinctively know these things. They got. We have to learn it, and okay, men have to learn it, and then have the courage to actually employ it in life. You see, because a lot of men like they're on this whole, well, at least I could try to get some pussy out of Sarah, so I'll just keep being nice to her and keep faking it and keep, you know what I'm saying? See, see, women have conquered that and more. Like they don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? See, they're so far above that it's not even funny. Where guys are still on this whole, well, if I just be nice to her and maybe I can call her later, we can sit on the phone for an hour. Bitches don't care. Women have just gone so far above that, and they really eclipsed that period of thinking. I say around the age of 12 or 13. They probably they eclipsed that whole form of thinking, and they moved on to higher manipulation tactics. And the next higher manipulation tactic is to phrase things as if men need women. You see what I'm saying? Like, and if you look all throughout history, women have always needed men. Men wanted women. Women, need men in the whole reality of it. In the bare bones reality of it, like it's in their nature. They need men. We want them. They need us. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the only reason why most of them even keep any man around is because they needed a man for one reason or another. That's what it is. But these are the differences in us. Our differences, man, is like once you fully understand it, is really easy. But getting to that point of understanding and then actively employing the understanding in the world is a whole different topic. There's a whole different situation you got. But yeah, that was just a quick little ramble.